guys, so welcome sa ato ang ika-4th entry sa Geology for Civil Engineers, also known as TNS3. So in this chapter, we will discuss about the rocks and its formation. Okay, so dako kay nagpakinabang sa ato ang rocks, especially ang rocks is maupod ni siya nagbuo sa ato ang planet. And most of the dili man siya literally gud nga entire good sa atong planet is made of rocks, but part niya most parts sa planet. Okay, so on this chapter, so naatay outline, so we will be discussing about rocks and geology, classifications of rocks, which is the igneous rock, sedimentary rock, metamorphic rock, then the factors that affect rock formation. So unsa man to siya mga factors? So there are three, known as the weathering, erosion, and deposition. So atuwa na siyang i-tackle later on. Then we also include the minerals, no? So wala na ako na include dire. So mga brief lang na discussion about sa minerals. Okay, ang minerals man good is broad kayo siya nga topic. So naa siya separate division when it comes to geology, no? Ang tawag ana niya siyang study is mineralogy, but by this time, so focus lang sa rocks. Then we also include the extraterrestrial rocks, no? Then what will be the purpose of rocks in our everyday use, no? Or let us say gikan pa sa mga sinaunang civilization. So we will tackle about the human use of rocks. Okay. Alright, so let us begin with what is a rock. So, unsa din ang bato, no? So, a rock is any natural occurring solid mass or aggregate of minerals or mineraloid matter. So, rocks form the Earth's outer solid layer, the crust, and most of its interior except for the liquid outer core and pockets of magma in the asthenosphere. So, rock has been used by mankind throughout history as tools since Stone Age until the current growing civilization. So therefore, until now, nagagamit gyapon ta og rocks. So, di ba, as you can see, nga nagakwari pagyapon ta is because we are extracting metals gikan sa rocks, no? So, muna ang purpose sa mining karon. Then to continue, the scientific study of rocks is what we call as petrology. So petrology ang tawag sa study of rocks, which is an essential component of geology. So mo na siya murag backbone sa geology nga principle. Okay, so rocks were used to determine the age, origin, and composition of the planet. So because of the rocks, so na-trace back sa mga scientists kung unsa nakadugay na ang Earth, no? So gibase nila na ang kanang pag-date back sa edad sa Earth by means of the oldest fossil nga ilang na-recover. Okay, so what are the classifications of rocks? So na-mention man nato na if we say rocks, itong sa outline ganiya, naagyo siya classifications. So what are those classifications? The first one is the igneous rock. Then we have the sedimentary and the metamorphic. So each isa-isahon nato ni sila. So unahon nato ang igneous rock. So unsa day ni igneous rock? So igneous rock derived from the Latin word meaning word igneous, no? Meaning fire, no? So from word ignis meaning fire. So it is formed through the cooling and solidification of magma or lava. So igneous rocks has two types. So to summarize the igneous rock, therefore the igneous rock is muna siya ang bato nga gikan sa nagsolidified nga magma or lava. So gikan siya sa vulkan usually, more likely, no? So igneous rocks has two types. So naa siya duha ka klase. We have this what we call as the plutonic or intrusive rocks. Okay, so we call this plutonic or intrusive if it is a result when a magma cools and crystallizes slowly within the Earth's crust. No? Example, granite. Okay. So, kung ang kuan daw, ang magma or lava, nag-solidify siya underneath the layer, no? Wala siya ning gawas. Nagkuan siya. So, magma lagi siya literally. Dili siya lava. Okay. So, pag nabuo ang rock sa ilalom sa Earth, we call that one as plutonic or intrusive rocks. Whereas, kung volcanic or extrusive rocks, that is when the magma ejected in the form of lava and solidified in the surface forming minerals. Meaning to say that if a lava or the magma is ejected in a form of lava and it is solidified in the surface, now we can call that one as a volcanic or extrusive rock. So, mahimo siyang extrusive pag nigawas siya sa surface, no? So, intrusive pag naggahi siya sa ilalom, then kung naggahi siya sa gawas, extrusive. Okay. So, isa sa mga example sa itong volcanic is the pumice and basalt, no? So, kining makita ninyo dito sa figure class, that is an example of basalt, no? So, this is an example of igneous rock also. Basalt, igneous rock po na siya. Okay, next. So, we have the following examples of igneous rocks, no? Granite, we have the gabbro, basalt, rhyolite, obsidian, then scoria. So, dili na i-specify kung unsa na sila. So, muna sila yung mga examples of igneous rocks. Okay. Next is the sedimentary rock. So, the sedimentary rocks are types of rock that are formed by accumulation or deposition of mineral or organic particles at the Earth's surface. So, followed by cementation. So, meaning to say that the sedimentary rocks are formed was formed by means of the natural causes, no? Let us say, for example, deposition of mineral, kanang nagtapok ang usa ka mineral o kanang mga traces of organic particles. So, mura siya og nagtibok na kuan siya, no? Mura siya na semento. Okay, na nagtibog ni kuan siya, no? Ni gahi. So, because of that, a sedimentary rock was formed. So, mo nang isa diya sa mga reason class na naatay ma-recover nga mga fossils. Now, those fossils kasagaran such as kanang mga bukog sa dinosaur o sa panadiha, no? So, most traces of the organic, no? Organic matter or particles gikan sa mga sinaunang prehistoric era. Okay, so kasagaran ma-recover sila through the sedimentary rock, no? Okay, murag through sedimentary rock, ang sedimentary rock mo ay naka-preserve, no, sa katong organic material. So, by means of cementation. So, the sedimentary rocks are classified as the following. So, naatay gitawag ang clastic, no? Clastic that is composed of rock fragments. Naatay organic. So, organic substance composed of rocks such as fossils, no? Kinong mo na siya gimension na to earlier. Then, chemical, which is composed of mineral with solution to form the rock. Okay, so there are some types of rock that can be formed by means of chemical reaction, no? Then, diagenesis involves impacts, volcanism, and deposition. So, muna sila. Diagenesis, impacts, meaning to say, na ay collision of rocks, no? So, nakuan sila, no? Murag na defragmented, no? Okay. Next, so isa sa mga example na to sa tuwang sedimentary rocks are the following, no? Shale, sandstone, limestone, then the flint. Okay. So, then the third part or the third type of the rock, no, we have this what we call as the metamorphic rock. So, the metamorphic rock are rock examples of either igneous or sedimentary, but shaped and transformed by great heat and pressure. So, what's the idea of the metamorphic rock? So, the idea of metamorphic rock is, let us say, for example, we choose igneous rock. So, dati, igneous rock na siya, no? Okay. Now, because of the exposure of that igneous rock to a certain heat, no? Combined heat and pressure, either combined or heat lang or pressure, no? Pag na-expose siya sa great heat, no? or great pressure, okay, na tendency nga mag-transform pa ang rock, no? Okay, so ang tawag nato karon nga rock is metamorphic rock. It's because nag-transform siya. Most likely, same true the sedimentary rock, no? Now, ang sedimentary rock, let us say for example, if ever man nga nabuo ang sedimentary rock tapos na-expose siya sa magma, no? Sa heat sa magma. So, since na-expose siya to great heat and pressure, so possibly siya nga mag-transform into other types of rock. And what we call that one as the metamorphic rock. So, there are three classes of metamorphic rock, no? Okay, so natay gitawag na contact metamorphism. So meaning to say, pag contact metamorphism, naa siya contact sa heat, no? So muna contact metamorphism. Pressure metamorphism, that is intense pressure takes rule. Then what if heat and pressure, no? So that is what we call as the regional metamorphism. Okay, so let us recall. Contact pag sa heat, pressure pag pressure lang, tapos regional pag heat and pressure combined. Okay, so mao na siya ang three major classes of metamorphic rock. Okay, here are the examples of the metamorphic rocks. We have the gneiss, slate, quartzite, schist, marble, and phyllite. I don't know how to pronounce some of this, but okay, doesn't matter, no? So what are the factors that affect the rock formation? Okay, so kasagaran class, kining three mo gini sila the primary, no, factors that affect the rock formation. The first one is what we call as the weathering, then the erosion and deposition. So unahaw na to si weathering. So the weathering, so it can be either chemical and physical processes that change the characteristics of rocks in the Earth's surface. So its process occurs when rocks are exposed to hydrosphere and atmosphere. So these two agents can change the physical and chemical characteristics of rocks. So one major product of weathering is what we call as the soil, no? So ang soil class muna siya product sa weathering. It's because included na to ang physical, no? Physical impact, physical type of weathering. So pag physical, mura siyang magkuano, kana muna siyang mga durog, then ang chemical mo to siyang naa siya chemical reaction. So chemical weathering. Now, so weathering can be two types. So mo to siya tong physical weathering and the chemical weathering. So naho na to si physical weathering. So when rocks are broken down into pieces without changing the chemical composition of rock, that means physical weathering na siya. Then chemical weathering, when rocks are broken down by chemical action resulting to change in the composition of rock. So if ever man na nag-change ang rock, it's because of its chemical composition. So we call that one as chemical weathering, no? So na process. Okay. So what is a physical weathering? Okay. So na-mention na nato unsa ang physical weathering, but the physical weathering is categorized also as three, no? So the first one is what we call as the frost action or ice wedging. So if we say ice wedging, so the break-up of rock caused by the freezing and thawing of water. Okay, so kung makita ninyo diri sa diagram class, na this is the example of frost action. So let us say a rock, tapos naa siya mura o kanang nana siya murag fragment diri siyang kilid. So if ever man that the water deposits on this fragment, so as the temperature change, posible nga mag-expand ang ato ang rock. Then so at a constant process of changing, no, changing the temperature of the water, so posible nga mag-expand ang katong fragment, no, katong iyahang buak niya, no, katong iyahang damage sa rock until such time that when the kuano kanang tungod manguna sa effect bitaw sa kanang the constant changing of temperature, di ba? Kana bitong di ba, if you kung ma-encounter ninyo sa inyong daily life, for example, naa kay mug, no, tasa, no, kung i-try nimo ang tasa nimo ngay butang nimo siya sa ref, bubugnaw dayon, gikan sa ref, bugnaw siya, imuha siyang bubuan og ininit. So what will happen sa ato ang mag, no? Gikan sa bugnaw, gibubuan nimo siya init, there is a sudden change in temperature. So therefore mokalit siya og kabuak, no? So inguna na ang mahitabo, no? So that is the concept of the frost action or ice wedging, no? Kanang there is a sudden change in the temperature, it further nasa ikon ba repeated expansion and contraction which causes the further cracks, no, till the rock splits. So muna siya, no, na dire. Okay, then the next is the abrasion, no, abrasion process. So physical wearing down of rocks as they rub and bounce against each other. So isa sa mga example sa tong abrasion is kanang pagtransport, no, or let us say kanang mga rocks bitaw nga nabitaw sa streams or river. So because of the streams carry some fragments of rock, makuha na siya, no, kanang ma-impact na niya dito sa laing bato, no, especially katong mga rocks na nag-deposit dito sa unahan. So as the rocks travel carried by the water, so mag-impact na sila, so posible nga mabuak tong rocks, no. Okay, next is the what we called as the exfoliation. So the peeling away of large sheets of loosened materials at the surface of the rock. So common of this rock is the shale, slate, and mica, no. So kung makita nimo nagpanit-panit siya, mura siya Bombay, no. So ang yang itsura. Okay, so this is an example of a physical weathering. So it only changes the characteristic of the rock, no, without changing its chemical composition. Next is what we call as the chemical weathering process. So the main agents of chemical weathering are the oxygen, rainwater, carbon dioxide, and acids produced by the decaying plants and animals that leads to the formation of soil. Okay, so kung makita ninyo class, ang chemical weathering nato napod siya tulo ka klase, same as the physical weathering. Una, we have the oxidation. So when the oxygen interacts chemically with minerals. So how do we know that it is the effect of oxidation? Now, kung I think kung nakakita na gyud siguro mo kuan class, no, kanang rocks bitaw nga makita ninyo na siya murag ang itsura ni murag nagtaya ba, no? Makita mo rocks nga naay traces of taya, no? Traces of rust. Meaning to say, as we know that if the metal, no, was nag-oxidized ang metal, posible nga mag-form siya og rust. So mao po na diha sa rocks class, no. So it means nga ang rock nato nga kitong nakita na ay traces of rust, meaning to say nato siya content nga metal, no. So ang metal nag-rust, no. So this one is the effects of oxidation, no. So when the oxygen interacts chemically with minerals, so mo to siya, no, that is a chemical weathering by means of oxidation. Next is we have the hydration. So sa hydration, it is when the water interacts chemically with minerals. So for example, when hornblende and feldspar unite with water, it turns out into clay. So ang feldspar nga mineral class, okay, so as we know that the rocks is composed of minerals, di ba? Okay, so made of minerals. Now, if the rocks has a content of feldspar, pag ang feldspar na combine siya with water, it turns out into clay. So mahimo siyang clay nga stone, no, or rocks. Okay, so nag-transform siya. Okay, so next chemical weathering is the carbonation, no. Okay, so when carbon dioxide interacts chemically with minerals, so ang result ana niya class, makita niyo diri sa figure, magbangag-bangag siya, no. Okay, so when carbon dioxide dissolves in water, it creates a carbonic acid. So ang carbonic acid class, it dissolves, no, it dissolves the large masses of limestone. So mo dissolve ang carbonic acid class og limestone, creating caves, caverns, sinkholes, stalactites and stalagmites. So mo nang makita nimo class, the reason why nga kining atuang bato nga nakita dire is because gikaon siya og carbonic acid. So siguro naa siya traces of limestone. So muna siya, no? That is the effects of carbonation. Okay. So we are done with the weathering. So we will go now to the next, no, which is what we called as the erosion. So erosion, unsa din ang erosion? So it refers to the transportation of rock, soil, and mineral particles from one location to another. So the primary agent of erosion is the running water, such as rivers or streams. But the main driving force of it is gravity. So dili man siguro na mudagan ang river o stream pag walay driving force, which is the gravity, no? So kung walay gravity, so di na mudagan ang river or stream. Next is the humans add greatly to the natural processes of land erosion through such activities like highway and construction, destruction of forest, set forest fires, poor landfill projects, quarrying, etc. So isa po daw ang tao nga nag-contribute sa erosion, no? Kung mahunaw nga example sa erosion is kanang magkuan bitaw, maguntahay. Kung gusto nato nga magpa-deliver og kanang graba, no? Okay. So ang pagkuha og kanang mga kuan, kanang washed stones, kuhaon man na sa sapa. So ana na erosion class kay gibalhin man nato ang kuan, no? Gikuha man nato ang yuta, gitransport sa another lugar. So that also causes erosion. Okay. So isa po na siya sa kay-example. So ang erosion class naapod siya types, no? So such types pares aning rainfall, kay rainfall and surface runoff, rivers and streams. Okay, so isa na to. Okay, rainfall and surface runoff. So mo ni siya isa sa mga example sa tong rainfall and surface runoff kaning mga baha, no? Kining mga dita say pag in kaso mag-precipitate class or mag-ulan, so some parts sa sa precipitation is gi-absorb siya sa soil. Well, depende po na siya sa klase of soil kung mo kuan siya, no? Sa iyang level of kaya niya i-absorb. But there's some cases nga if a soil is impervious surface, meaning to say impervious, dili siya kanang mo-absorb, no? So dili maka-penetrate ang water. So ang mahitabuan na runoff na siya diretso. So ang runoff, if ever man nga nay mga fragments of rocks diri sa surface, iyahan na siyang dalon, no? So mag-cause na siya og erosion. Then we have the rivers and streams. So kabalo naman ta unsay what makes unsay mahimo aning rivers and streams, no? Okay. So ang rivers and streams class wala na siya pattern, no? So makita man siguro ninyo, no, sa top view niya, so wala siya pattern. So napud tay gitawag nato nga man-made nga rivers and streams, no? So that is intended by the design of man, no? So but in natural processes like this, so it also contributes erosion, no? Okay. Then atay coastal erosion. So what makes it a coastal erosion? So kung makita nimo class, if ever man nga taas ang level sa dagat dire sa kining sa shoreline, for example, kini siya is nitabo ni siya after the a certain hurricane, no? Okay. So nitaas ang dagat. Then after ana, pagkahubas na sa kuan, ibalik na sa normal ang kuan, ang tide sa dagat, so na-carry out ang kitong some portion sa atuang shoreline, no? Okay, so mo na gitawag nato karon nga example sa coastal erosion. Okay, sa floods. Okay, common kay ni sa tuwa karon kay naay some parts karon is because giagian natay current situation karon nga bagyo, no? So floods. So kung makita ninyo ang floods, so pag naay water, of course mag-carry na siya og mga yuta, then at the same time mga rocks, no? Okay, so it carries and also mag-cause po na siya og erosion kay mutaas man ang level sa tubig. Okay, then naatay gitawag also nga wind erosion. Okay, dili lang ta limited lang sa kuan rivers and streams, or can be done by water but also wind, no, erosion. So ang wind erosion isa diha is kanang sa mga desert bitaw, desert lands. Okay, sa desert lands manggod ang ilahang landscape manggod dito is more likely wala kay siya kahoy, no, patag. So pagpatag, meaning to say, so what we can expect is medyo kuan gyud siya, no, high speed ang iyahang wind. So ang nakakuan lang ani, nakakos og erosion ani is because tungod sa kakusog sa hangin, then ang surface pagod niya is made of loose sand. So ang kitong mga loose sand ginakiri ito siya sa hangin. So pagkiri sa hangin, it will be in a form of sandstorm, no. Okay, tung ako nga time nga naa ako sa Saudi class sa Middle East, na experience po na ako ng sandstorm. So more likely ang ginakiri gyud niya is mura gyud siyang ang appearance sa iyang sandstorm is mura gyud siyang ng lupad nga bunbon, no. Ang lupad nga bunbon. Okay. So it only lasts for about a matter of hours ang sandstorm. But ang sandstorm is dili man siya some kind of kanabitang dangerous, no. Dangerous lang siya pag naa ka sa karsada. Kay di nimo zero visibility gyud siya gyud. So mo nang didto, if ever man nga mag-experience kag sandstorm tapos nakas kalsada, ilang ginahimo di sila mudagan, no. Muhunong sila. Okay. Otherwise magpadaplin sila. Kay just in case, no, kung padayon sila padagan, yung sila kabalong kung sila gidaganan, so mabangga, disgrasya, no. Okay. So that is the example of wind erosion. So muna ni tabo class, oh, sa wind erosion ang nabili na lang dire is muna ni, no, the hard part of the soil, no. Okay. Then isa po dire ang landmass movement. So dagantang klaseng landmass movements kaning gitawag nato nga solifluction, no. Okay. So I cannot explain kung saan ning solifluction. Then natay gitawag nga sliding surface, kanang nag-slide siya, nag-landslide pero na siya pattern, no. So mura siya scarp ba, no. So mura siya nag-cause siya og kanang dikalot ba, no. Okay, next is what we called as the lahar or the mud flow done by the volcanic eruption, no. Next is other type of landmass. Kining we call this one as the debris flow, no. Okay, coming from a deforested land. Okay, nganong na ay debris flow? Kanang characteristic bitaw class nga ni behave ang yuta nga similar to water, no. Murag nawala ang strength sa yuta, so ang nahitabo ana niya ni flow siya, no. Nihimo siyang debris, ni mura siya ang iyahang unsa tawag ni, kanang iyang action niya is mura siya water, no. Mura siya liquid. Okay, so ni flow siya. Next, okay, lastly is what we called as the rock slide and the rock fall. Okay, we could also consider the rock avalanche, no. Okay, so muna siya. So the landmass movement. Okay, next is the glacier. So the glacier class, it also contributes the erosion. It's because just in case class, no, this one is a photo taken before and after. So sa una class, ang kini nga mountain is full of glaciers siya. But as the time passed by, medyo nagka-increase siguro ang temperature or because of the effect of the climate change. So nahilis ang glacier. So what happens is naka-form siya og lake, and at the same time ang katong soil nga kauban, no, sa pagka-melt sa glacier na erode siya, no, na-appeal siya og sabay dito sa na-melt nga glacier. So nag-cause siya og erosion, no? Okay, so that is the effect from the water. So muna siya, no, isa pod ang glacier. Then we have the man-made erosion. So isa sa mga examples of man-made erosion kaning quarrying, no. Okay, quarrying and mining. So muna siya. So example na ko na ganiha. Next, okay, the third type of factor that affects the rock formation, mo ning gitawag nato nga deposition. Okay, deposition, it refers to rock particles being deposited somewhere else after being eroded or transported by fluids. Okay, ang deposition class og erosion is somewhat murag kauban ni sila, no? Pag naay na erode, naapoy ma-deposit, no? Okay. So ang katong rocks or soil na na-erode class, it will be deposited somewhere else, no? So ang kuan ato, ang tawag atong process that the rocks or soil that has been deposited, we call that one as the deposition. Okay, the deposition can be two types. The first one is what we call as the water deposition. So ang water deposition, isa sa mga examples of water deposition is what we call as the delta. So kano sa man nato matawag siya nga delta? So delta is a triangular shaped form of a deposited sediment that is carried by the river or stream as it enters into a larger bodies of water. Okay, makita man na nimo na siya class no nga if ever man nga naay connection siya sa ang river, naay connection siya sa large bodies of water such as a sea or ocean. Okay. So ang connection na nila, since nga ang river nag-erode siya o kaning soil or rocks, then those eroded soil and rocks will be deposited as it reaches to the large bodies of water. So mo nang maka-create ta og delta, no? Ang delta mo na siya itong mga deposits of eroded nga soil or rocks that is coming from the river. Okay. So nag-form po na siya og triangular shape. Triangular shape mo nang gitawag siya delta is because triangular shape siya class. While this one, the alluvial fan, it is a fan-shaped form of a coarse-grained deposit that is carried by the river or stream as it spreads all over the plain terrain. So ang kalayan ni sa alluvial fan compare sa delta class. Ang sa delta, ang gibabaan sa river is a large bodies of water, no? Samantalang diri sa alluvial fan is plain terrain, no? Okay. So mura siya og kuan ba? Gikan sa taas gipanaog because of the river, no? Okay, river or stream. Then it spreads all over the plain terrain. So muna siya. Okay, ang diri sa alluvial fan is plain terrain while sa delta is large body of water yang gigasan sa river. Okay. Next, diri na punta sa wind deposition. Okay, so sa wind deposition, just like what I've said earlier about sa wind erosion, okay, the wind carries particles of sand. Dayon, as it travels from a short distance or even a longer distance, the sand will be deposited as when the wind stops moving, no? So as it drops the sand, it creates sand dunes. So kining mga pile of bunbun class, that is what we call as the sand dunes. So sand dunes are pile of loose sand or dirt that is carried and deposited by the wind. So most sands are less dense, are carried by strong wind phenomena like sandstorms and drop it in the plain dry landscape. So that makes or that muna siya dahilan nga nung naay disyerto. Maybe from other place, gi-carry niya ang yuta from the other place up to the plain dry landscape. So mo nang naay disyerto. Okay. So next, what are those minerals and gemstones, no? Okay, as we know that the rocks are basically made of minerals. So minerals are typically solid, inorganic, have a crystal structure and are naturally formed by geological processes. So most of them forms the elements of the periodic table, which can be metallic or non-metallic based on resources. I think kabalo man siguro mo class mo identify, no, asa sa part sa periodic table ang metal o non-metal, no? Di ba kung makita niyo sa periodic table na siya kada bitaw murag nagsigsag bitaw nga itom murag highlight ba. Okay, moto siya yung nagsilbing boundary between the metal and the non-metal. Okay. So most of them, okay. So mineral research is what we call as the mineralogy. So mineralogy ang kuano kaning science o science that studies about mineral research, no? So mineralogy na siya. So there are about 5,650 official mineral species. So mo nang sa ko nga part, no, dili na nako may say sa tanan. It's because 5,000 ka buok, no, 5,000 ka buok 650. So lisod para sa kong part nga ako siyang i-introduce tanan. So atuan lang pilian, no. Okay, so gemstones is a piece of mineral crystal which is a cut and polished form that is used to make jewelry or other adornments. So, ato lang i-familiarize class ang common minerals that is present in our everyday uses, no? Okay, aggregates. So, what are the rock forming minerals? We have aggregates, that is sand, gravel, and crushed stone. So, muna ilang uses. We have the aluminum, antimony, asbestos, basalt, barium, beryllium, bismuth, bromine, calcium, cement, clays, copper, diamond, feldspar, gold, granite, graphite, gypsum, halite, iodine, iron ore, lead, mercury, nickel, quartz, sandstone, silver, sulfur, talc, tin, titanium. So mo to sila ang common minerals, no, nga usually ginagamit nato. So no to class 5,000 ka buok. So dili na ko manganlan tanan, no. Okay, so let us try to be aware, no, of this minerals class, no. Sila ang gitawag nato nga most deadly minerals, no. So unsa man yung mga most deadly minerals? So kini sila mga klase nga minerals that can cause, or let us say can cause hazard sa human, or let us say a certain organism or kanang human life, no. Okay, health hazard, no, maka-cause siya og health hazard. Kining asbestos class, ang ako ang naibalanan ning asbestos is maka-cause siya og lung cancer pag na kuan siya, no, na nasimhot siya og or nakasimhot ka og dako nga volume, no, asbestos, maka-cause siya og lung cancer. Now, sa una class, ang katong roofing materials dati is nagamit po sila dati og asbestos, no. Kadto bitaw ang style niya is kanang clay bitaw siya nga kuan, clay nga roofing. Mura man na siya design karon sa color nga katong dagko bitaw kayo nga murag kuan. Okay, so dati gagamit sila ato in a form of asbestos, no. So sa diha nga na-found out nila nga it causes lung cancer, so motong ilan nang gibawal, no, ang asbestos nga material sa construction. Then next is some other dire nga kuan, some of these minerals naapod siya radiation, no, maka-cause pod siya og radiation. Nayuban nga once masagol sa other types of minerals, posible nga mag-cause siya og toxic chemical, no, such as arsenic, no. Daggan kayo, no. So mo ni siya, no? Okay, so you can research about this type of minerals class. So mo ni sila gitawag nato nga most deadly minerals. Okay, so isa sa mga ginahunting, no, nga mga minerals is because of its precious gemstone, no. So we have the following, no, diamond, garnet, peridot, sapphires, ruby, emerald. So usually kini sila gitawag nato as birthstone, no. I don't know what's the reason why nganong gimo siya birthstone. But this one, I don't know what's the use of this gemstone. I don't know. But siguro sa iyahang kuan siguro niya rare, no. So mo nang kuan siya, ang presyo niya is because of its rare and ideal nga murag kuan yan kanang siyahang pag fancy, no. Okay, next, what are those extraterrestrial rocks? Okay, we all know what are the extraterrestrial rocks. When you say extraterrestrial, that is out of this world, no. So out gawas dire sa planet Earth. So these are natural objects now on Earth that is originated in outer space. So such materials include cosmic dust and meteorites, as well as by samples brought to Earth by sample return missions from the moon, asteroids and comets, as well as solar wind particles. So, unsa may nakakuha na ning sa extraterrestrial rocks? Among characteristics that identify meteorites are a high specific gravity. So, sa mga ilanan natin niya, high specific gravity, especially true for irons, dark color, dark glassy, or dull crust if fresh, or a ring of iron oxide or rust if weathered, no? Okay, so mailhanin mo siya, class, if it has the characteristics of this one, no? Dark color, dark glassy, dull crust. Okay. So most meteorites attract a magnet, although some only slightly. Then these rocks are used to study the composition. These rocks are used to study the compositions other celestial bodies and to answer the possibility of how life began on Earth, no? So naghimo sila theory, class, nga maybe ang organismo, no, or let us say the living matter there is a planet Earth maybe is coming from the meteorite, no? So that is how nangita silang answers to the following kanang na-recover nila nga mga extraterrestrial rocks, if there are traces of living organism, no? But most of them nga ilahang na-recovered are most likely made of metallic substance. So, kung makita niyo sa picture, class, nga as they try to cut or slice, no, those meteorites, no, nga ilahang na-recovered, so nindot kayo siya og appearance. So the ilahang nakita nila diri is mura siya og plain nga metal, no? Then ang uban, it is naa siya traces of kanang mga crystal, no? Okay. So ang kuan na class, most of this kanang mga daghan na siya mga meteorite hunter, no? Di kuan nila daghay interesado nga mahimong meteorite hunter is because rare kayo ang makita nato nga mga elements or mga type of metal na which is dili nato makita diri sa planet Earth, no? Okay, so mga kuan kay no, mga rare kay ni sila. So what are the use of rocks to us, no, as humans? Okay. So ideal yung kay ni ang rocks sa tuwa class is because rocks and minerals are all around us. Okay, nanas palibot na to. So, our use of rocks and minerals includes as building material, cosmetics, cars, roads, and appliances. In order to maintain a healthy lifestyle and strengthen the body, humans need to consume minerals daily. So, as we know nga minerals, so it doesn't mean nga it's because the rock is made of minerals, mukaon na lang puntag bato, no? So, dili ingon na literal la kayo. Okay. So, na minerals nga edible, na minerals nga dili, no? So mapili lang siya, no? Dili tanan klase nga minerals pwede nato i-consume. So naka-mention na ba ko ganiha nga natoy most deadly minerals, no? So delikado to sila i-consume. So rocks has been used by humans and other humanoids for at least 2.5 million years. Those are lithic technology marks some of the oldest and continuously used technologies. Okay. So, ang mga sinaunang tao sa unang class, nagagamit sila og bato as a tools, no? So, most likely, naga-carve sila og bato nga ginahimo nilang hait, no? Kay para magamit nila as a knife or pang-carving tools also, no? Then, there are cases nga nagagamit sila bato for making fire, no? Okay. Then, later on, as the time goes by, I don't know kung kinsay nagtudlo sila ha nga makabalo unsaon paghimo og bakal, no? So nakadiskubre sila class nga true rocks makakuan di sila, no? Maka-smelt sila og bakal, no? Okay. So by this naka-learn sila nga maka-produce og metal, no, metallic substance. Now because of this one class nga na-discover sila nga ang rocks na siya contain of metals, mo na nang naanay mining. So mining is the extraction of valuable minerals or other geological materials from the earth, from one ore body, vein or seam. So, the mining of rock for its metal content has been one of the most important factors of human advancement and has progressed at different rates in different places, in part because of the kind of metals available from the rock of a region. So, materials recovered by mining include base metals, precious metals, iron, uranium, coal, diamonds, limestone, oil, shale, rock salt, potash, construction aggregate, and dimension stones, no? Okay. So, mining of rock and metal has been done since prehistoric times. So, sa una pa daw na, no? Kitong nakadiscovery ang tao nga ang rock di ay naada siya contain nga metal. So, mo ang gigamit nilang ingredient as paghimo og metals. So, munang nagamina na sila. So, mining processes may create negative impacts on the environment both during the mining operations and for years after mining has ceased. Since then, responsible mining has been implemented worldwide due to the numerous environmental effects. So, although nindot kayo ang kwan class, dagan kitag makuha through mining, pero sa tinod lang, di ginato maundang ang mining. Sugot man tawag sa dili is because ang ato ang ekonomiya class, ang mining, dako po siya impact sa ato ang economy, no? Kay diha ta nagakuha og ato ang mga usually everyday life minerals na ginakuha nato, no? Such as para sa tuwa, sa construction, kanang mga aggregates, no? So, ang aggregates nato gikuha mo nato na through mining and quarrying, no? Pag maundang na siya class, wala na tay materials na gamiton for construction. So, mo na siya, no? Okay. So, ang ato lang ikuan diri is responsible mining lang yun, no? So, unlike this one, nga irresponsible mining, how but og giunsan nila ni pagkuano nga gipsagdan lang nila nga nakatiwangwang ingunani nga effect. Okay. So, that is why as of now, mining still exists, no? But more likely kuan na, no? It is governed by law na siya. So, na kuan na siya, no? It will be considered as responsible mining. But still, considered na dili gyapon nato mabaliwala ang iyang effects. Nagigyapon siya effects. Okay. So, I think no, that's all, no, para sa tuang discussion sa tuang chapter 4. So, isa lang atuang makuan is we have to save Mother Earth. So, masulti na to nga isa ta sa mga nag-contribute sa changing, no, the earth. So, will be the one try to be responsible enough, no? As a civil engineer, we will try to be responsible enough on how to protect the Mother Earth, no? So, dili na to siya iabuso. Okay. So, that's all, no? Thank you. And I hope you learned something on this chapter. So, see you in next installment of our TNS3. Thank you. Bye-bye.